Let me know if that's working now. It should be working. I think it is working now. And I think, yes, hallelujah. I've never had that problem so much. Okay, here we are in the templates. And for a lot of you newbies that are here, welcome, welcome. What I do want to show you guys is that how you can easily pick a template and start running with it. Remember, this is a simple tool if you make it simple. Basically, we just come in here, we pick a template, we look at it, we're going to upload images and do a few things. Now, right off the bat, I'm just going to pick something here and show you guys how to, actually do it. Let's go to make money. Now, I can view it or just use it. I'm just going to use it, and I'm going to create a project, and I'm just going to say Sqribble making cashola. Okay, I'm just going to create the book here real quick. Sqribble making cashola. And what I'm going to do here is just show you guys exactly how you can create a template real quick and get this thing running immediately. We are going to get more into the monetizing of the systems. I'm getting real excited about it because, as you all know, and I don't want to get into a doomsday scenario or anything like that because we got to stay focused, but the world's a mess. There's no doubt about it. But we can get through it. And usually the online businesses power through. They truly power through because you really have no commute. You're not wasting gas. And you can pretty much do a lot. And I know this because, what's happened in the past from like 2008 when the economy was not doing so good, this and that, I actually powered through it and made more money than most people could ever imagine. So I'm really excited that I'm going to get more into the online thing. And as I get into some of the online businesses that I'm doing, I'm going to bring them to you guys too, because I feel you guys are like, it's turned into a family. It really has. But more than that, I want to help you guys become successful. And I want you guys to help me become successful because I'm going to pick your brains. I've got a lot of great people that I do talk to and communicate within that I've met through here. Lynn is my right hand. She does so much in the system. I can't say enough about Lynn. She has been my right and left hand for the last couple months. She does so much, and I do appreciate her. And she's really gotten good, amazingly good on doing things within the system. And that's where we want you all to be, truly. And yes, a lot of people are saying thanks to Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. Everybody say it. Say it. Yes. You can't see it, Lynn, but I can. Everybody's giving you kudos. So that's very cool. Okay, we're here at the template. And right off the bat, I'm going to show you guys how we start making changes. It's simple for all the new people here. And I'm going to say hello to Ladian. Ladian, welcome. You're new. And Moses, welcome, welcome. Of course, Tracy, California Tracy, Vanita, welcome. Will, got a lot more people coming into the system here. So welcome, welcome. Okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to do it. All you do is click on it. And this little white editor comes up. And we can start changing things. What I want you to do is pick a template, and then I want you to come into the system and just start messing around. And you guys, if you don't know how the WYSIWYG, I call it a WYSIWYG. It's just a little editor. This makes things bold. Now, whenever you want to work with some of the text, you always take your mouse and highlight and drag. Now I'm going to do it again. Click to the left or right of it, drag over it. Now watch, I can make it bold. There, it's bold. I can italicize it. I can put an underline. I can do so much. I can make the color red, blue, green, whatever. You see, I just did so much. So I'm going to just, well, what did I name this again? I know it was cashola. So I'm just going to say make cashola. Something stupid, but it works. Make cashola. And then watch. See, I just put that in there. It's too big. So I highlight it. I just drag over it. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go up to this tool. And this should help me out. This is the second editor. The yellow one is the advanced. The white one is a normal editor that most systems have. And you're going to get real used to this. Like right here, the text color, the background color. So instead of just changing this to red, you could do the background where it would be green or something completely behind the background. And you'll see, this is insert a link, HTTP, www, kevin.com or whatever you want. We'll get more into that too. But I'm going to go here for right now, and I'm going to click on the advanced editor, and it says the font size is 70. Now I want to go down on the font size. This is a big, I'm going to go down to about, watch, I'm going to go down. Okay, it went way down here. So now what I'm going to do, it kind of did that. I'm going to go back, hit it again, and now I'm going to go up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Okay, now it's playing with me correctly. Okay, now let's see if I can just do this one alone. Let's see if it allows me to do that. I don't think it's going to let me do it. I think it's all connected together. It is. This is one big editing, whatever. So anyway, make Cashola online. That's just going to be my heading right here. Now I want to make this I just want to kind of show you what I can do. So I'm going to do something really wild here and just kind of, it's not going to look pretty, but at least you're going to understand how some of the tools work. Make Cashola online. And then here, I'm just going to do, I'm going to turn it into a blue. And there you go. So you can see some of the editing tools here that you got. Now watch this. No, I don't want to do that because make is right here. I can center it, justify it. I can go to the left here, align left, so on and so forth. I do want to see if I can just make it, let's see if I can italicize it. I'll highlight it and I'll go back and italicize. That's great. Okay, so that, like I said, this is not something I would keep. I'm just showing you the editing tools. It's not pretty by any means, but I just kind of want to show you that. Of course, you're going to put your author name here. It's going to be you. It's going to be, John Smith. You're going to do that for sure. Put your name here. A lot of times you can be a little fancy here and watch what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. Let's change the font style. So the yellow editor will do so much more for you. It'll do a ton for you. So let's go and find the, here it is, fonts. Now watch, let's see what we can do. Come on, editor, be nice. Okay, there we go. Now it's opening up and I can just find something. Let's go Hollywood. Okay, I knew Hollywood is kind of a mess. I don't want to do Hollywood. That looks a little crazy. Adamia. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like Adamia. So I want you to really play around with your fonts. Really get creative here. There is so much money to be made online that I think people underestimate it. I even underestimate it. And I literally have made a fortune online. I truly have. I mean, it's been a lot of money. Mid seven figures in all the years, easily, for a lot of the stuff that we've done in the past. So it works. It works. And every year, every day is a new agenda. You got to get a little bit, you got to be more advanced nowadays, meaning that you got to keep up with the times. This system is something that we used 10 or 15 years ago. Same kind of stuff. It's more advanced because the tools are more advanced. The same idea. And it's easier for us. We don't have to spend as much time going forward. So I'm going to try Pacifico. Oh, that's way out of control. I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to find something. I'm going to go down to like something deep to see. Okay, Marianne. Okay, that's cool. I'm just going to keep that. So you can kind of see what you can do. I just changed that page. Now your table of contents. I always tell people when you first start this, the first thing you should do is outline. Now your outline, to me, why not make your table of contents, your chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, as you see here, your outline, and just I don't want to say think stupid, but when you first start something, you're always thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Just write anything down. Like if you're thinking of a story that's in Alaska, just put Alaska, Alaska living in Kodiak. Okay. I know this because I used to live in Kodiak, Alaska at one time. So anyway, living in Kodiak. And then the next one can be chasing bears. Okay. Now, this has nothing to do with, what we're really thinking here, but this gives you an idea on a book that you're going to write or whatever you're going to do. And then also here, you're going to say, okay, what am I saying? Fishing. Because fishing is a big deal in Kodiak, in the town. Okay. It's just a small little town, by the way. So right there, I just kind of basically built an outline. Now I can run with this and start writing content about Alaska, living in Kodiak, whatever, or whatever it is, chasing bears, fishing in the town, so on and so forth. This is kind of your outline to start. And believe it or not, you will come back here and probably change this 2 or 3 times, but it gives you an idea. You'll start writing content about chasing bears, and sure enough, you're going to change the name of your book, Chasing Bears or whatever. You have to throw something out there and don't think too hard. Just throw anything you can because your mind will take over. Your mind is a huge AI machine, computer machine that will take over once you keep going. So right here, I would do a few more and you would run with it. And this is your outline, your chapters, whatever you want to call it. Now we come here, we got the header. This would be the first page. So let's just say, or the first chapter, Alaska living in Kodiak. The first thing I would do is I would find pictures about Kodiak here. And then I would write something just on the heading here. I would put, the amazing life in Kodiak. Now, if you've ever been to Kodiak, has anybody been to Kodiak, Alaska, by the way, besides me? Probably not. But if you had, it would be cool. It would be cool. It is definitely a wild, wild place. Okay, the amazing life in Kodiak. Now you just write, what you know about, living in Kodiak, and you'd say things and you'd do all sorts of things. One thing that I remember when I lived in Kodiak is, and I'll write about it. Let's see, I have never seen a bear as large as the one. Oops. I just lost it. Hang on a second. Going back. Okay, so I'm going to write it here, and I'm just going to take this out real quick. So let's do this. I'm going to backspace it, and then I will say, I have never seen a bear as large as the one in the Kodiak Bank. Now, what I'm saying here, they had a stuffed bear, and this was way back, but it was like a 10-foot bear, and it was amazing. But of course, it was a big stuffed bear in the banks, and up there in Alaska, it's pretty. It's backwoods. It's a bunch of rednecks, and it's hunters and fishermen, and if you live in the cities or you live in Europe or places like that, they truly wouldn't understand it. But people in Alaska, this is their lifestyle. You just got to go with it, and it truly is. But I'll never forget the bank. When I went into the bank one day and I saw a bear that, 2 or 3 people could fit in the stomach of this bear. It was, 10 feet, 11 feet tall. It was amazing. So anyway, the amazing life in Kodiak, I just wrote about the bear. And then I would write a little bit, the city of Kodiak here. I would just write something like that. The city within or whatever. And there's history for every city that you're in, be it, like I said, if you're in Paris, you're in London or Kodiak, Alaska, or you're up in Anchorage, Alaska, or whatever. I spent a lot of time in Alaska in my younger years, and it truly was amazing. Now, would I want to live there now? Yeah, I would certainly spend summers there, but I wouldn't spend the winters. It's definitely too cold for me, but it is a beautiful, beautiful place, and I would never knock it. It's just one of those things. And then once again, you can write about things that you've done. If you've been to Europe or you've been to South America or you've been, on your trips, whatever you have in your mind, write about it because people are interested in what you have done. So here you can just start writing, doing all the stuff. Now, what's cool about this, it already built the template with the gold text here. So if you want to change this and make everything one color, your own color, you certainly can. Let's just go with the blue here. Okay, and I'm going to go back here and I'm going to make it all the same blue. Try to stay, I'm terrible at this. I usually go with some really funky colors, but you can stay, instead of the golds, try to stay with the same color on your headings and things like that. And just keep going. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to go get a picture. I'm going to go up here and we're going to go to a website called Pexels. It's free. It's free pictures. So I want you guys to be able to see this and understand that you guys can get free images. Now I'm going to put in here, let's just see. I doubt they're going to have a Kodiak bear, but let's just see if they have it. Let's try to go with it. I doubt it. Teddy bears. Oh, that's good. Okay, we got teddy bears. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here's a big bear. Okay, we got a nice bear picture, and we'll just go with it here. Yeah, this is actually one, it looks like in Alaska here, and okay, let's just go with that one. Now, I have Snagit, and the reason I use Snagit, it makes things much faster and quicker for you. It truly does. Now, if this picture doesn't come up, okay, there it is. Now, watch what I can do. I can size it. I could take this picture and just download it. All the pictures are free. It's a free download, but I'm going to take Snagit, and I'm just going to come over here and crop this, and it's really fast. and I can just go in here and I can say, okay, I want this picture like this. And I can take the snapshot and I have it. And what I'm going to do here is I am actually going to save it in a folder on my desktop. So I'm just going to put it into a folder here that says bear or something a little crazy. I'm going to put bear. Yeah, let's just do it. I'm going to put BEAR. And then I'm going to put XXXXXXXXX. And the reason is I'm doing this webinar right now and I want to find it on my desktop. So I'm just going to say save it in my desktop. Let me see if I can put it in my desktop here. Yeah, I'll put it on my desktop. And then I'm just going to put bear. I'm going to save it. So there we go. Now this is going to give you an idea how to save pictures on your computer. Now for any of you that don't know how to save pictures or do a file folder, I'll show you real quick. It's pretty easy, but let me see if I can find the bear picture here. There it is. Look at that. See, because I put the XXX, I could find it here. But what I want to show you here is now do this when you're on your computer, and this is for Windows. I don't know Mac that well, so excuse me for that. But right here, if you're on your Windows desktop, this is your desktop with all your ads and everything. Right click, just right click and then go new, and then it will say folder, and just put bear or whatever you're doing. Okay, now you got a new folder. So right click, you right click and you hit new and then folder, and you'll have a folder. Now I can just take this and drag it into the bear folder. So now it's in here. Now when I click on it, it's in a nice tight little folder, and you guys can see bear. There's Mr. Bear. So now we have that. So now I'm going to come back and I'm going to jump into the Sqribble editor. And what I'm going to do here is, let me see. Okay, I got this. I'm going to put bear up here. I'm going to put bear right here. So what I'm going to do is click on, oh wait, I'm going to click on the image or click on this. Now watch this. You see this, it says image URL. Now understand this, and I keep showing people this. Every picture that's on a website has a link, has an HTTPS. If it's like, say, Sqribble.net, it'll be Sqribble.net/1000. Every picture will have a number to it or whatever. I mean, if I go to the right of this picture, you're going to see a bunch of numbers and different things. It automatically will do it. The programming automatically takes the picture and does it for you. So watch this. I'm going to go here. I'm going to upload. And it's going to ask me, where am I going? Where's your picture, Kevin? Where are you going to find this darn picture? Now it's giving me a sec, so just hang on there. And these are basics, but you know, basics for one person is not basics for everybody. I understand that. My main goal is to get you guys learning the editor, learning how to put content, pictures in, then you're flying. Then from there, you can get jacked up, pumped up, and start throwing some content and some other things out there where we can make some serious dough. And that's what you need to do. So never think, you know, guys, I am not by any means near the caliber of many people that are on this call. I know some of the people and some of their editing and what I've seen, and you know, I can't compare. I think the only difference, and I keep saying this, is just how you take yourself into a business and how far you push to get the money coming in or to make the deal. And I'm really good at making the deal. That's one thing I don't stop on. Okay, so here, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to see if I can find bear. Let's see if I can find bear. Where is bear? Okay, oh, it's in the bear folder. What am I thinking? It should be right there. Okay, so now there's the bear folder. We found it. It's alphabetical. I click on it, open. Now watch what happens. It's going to show up right here, the very first picture. And as people come in and do this, so, okay, there it is. There's Mr. Bear. So now what you do is you could click on any of these pictures and it would upload, but now I'm going to pick this one. There it is. There's Mr. Bear. Now, see how this is kind of messed up here and this is messed up here. Now watch, I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to pull this down. And this is how cool drop and drag is. We've never had drop and drag like this in the past. It was really difficult. Now what I'm going to do here, because I want to make this picture bigger, let's make this dominant. So I'm going to hit this and I'm going to say delete. Just get rid of it. Then I'm going to hit this and I'm going to say, let's do this. Let's delete this. Yes, I want to delete that element. Now I'm just playing here. I'm going to pull this down here. Oops. Okay, now this picture was kind of big. Something was blocking me, but that looks good. That looks real good there. Oh, I went over something else. So this is, okay, I'm going to get rid of that one. Yes, get rid of that one. I thought there was something else there. And then we can come here. Now watch what I'm going to do with this picture here. I'm going to make this picture larger. I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, see how it has now the link on it, just what I showed you, and has all the numbers. It just created it on the fly. So this is brand new, and the link goes there and all that stuff. Look at the image here. It's all by pixels, width and height. Now, if I change one, it'll automatically change the second one. You don't have to change them both to keep the perspective perfect. If you say maintain ratio, if I took this off and I changed the 291 to a 600, it would stretch, but it would stay the same height, and the bear would look like a really fat bear. You know, it wouldn't look right at all. So yes, I say maintain ratio. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to 600, and it's maintaining the ratio. Now watch what happens to 202. It'll automatically, I went 600, it's still 202, but if I click out of it, it'll change. Watch this. I'll just put the mouse over here and click, and there we go. Now it went to 414 automatically. That's what's really cool. So now you have this big picture of this big bear, which is kind of cool. And I can pull this down, and I can put this picture up here, Mr. Bear. I can go a little higher. I can pull this up a little higher. And now we got an amazing picture of a bear, and we're in Kodiak, Alaska. And there we go. So that's one thing. I can pull this down just a little bit more. I can take this and I can say, you know, I can delete. Well, no, let me keep that one because I'm going to do something different here. I want to show you how we can build one page very, very quickly. Okay, that's there. That looks good. And one thing, since I went blue on all this stuff, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to delete just to show you how easy it is to do stuff here. I'm going to hit delete again. Okay, yes, I'm sure. Okay, now I'm going to delete this too. I'm just building a page just on the fly. Okay, come on. Okay, I got to drag it away, I think. I think there's something clicking it. Okay, yep. Just get rid of it. I'm going to pull this down a little bit. I'm going to do this. Now watch this. The city within, I'm just going to get rid of that one too. That one I don't need. So you can do anything here. Now look at this. I'm going to put something here. I've never seen a bear as large as the one in Kodiak Bank. When I walked in, it truly amazed. I'm just going to put anything here. It amazed me, period. The bear was golden in color. And this was well over 20 years ago when I saw this bear, but I'm just kind of getting back. Now look at this. It's the here. And what I want to do here, let me just see if I can pick this up. Okay, I can put it here. It's not wide enough. So what you do is you go back to the editor again and look at the width here. It's only 337. Let's go to 600 because that's what the bear is. Now I'm going to keep the rate or the racial or font size. It'll keep. Yeah, okay, let me go. Let me click out of it. Boom. So now I've got the same racial. So now I can start writing about the bear, and it will come down perfectly. So you guys can see some of the stuff that you can actually do here as you go forward. Now, if you wanted to do something like this, and you wanted to put, let's put another picture in real quick, because I want to kind of show you guys kind of how if you can do one page, you can do 100 pages. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to do, let me just get out of this picture, and I'm going to put in, let's just see if I can just get Anchorage. I don't think in pixels it would find a city really small, but let's just put in Anchorage because I want to get a picture of Anchorage just to kind of give people the feel. Let's just see if it comes up. Come on, let's show me a picture. And maybe it will. Maybe it will. Oh yeah, it did. It did. So you can see Anchorage, Alaska. Now, let me see if I can pick one real pretty. Okay, this one looks cool. Let's do that one. And it comes up. Oh, it's this one's not a free one because you can see the background within it. You know, it has the images, so you can't capture that one. So what we do here is just get out of that one. And a lot of these may be that way. So let's just see. Okay, 3 credits. Yeah, it's an iStock photo. So there you go. Sometimes you can find them. Most of the time you can, but sometimes you can't. And I'd like to find an image where it wasn't going to come. Oh boy. And iStock is great. I can't deny it. I've used it in the past. You have to put $10 in or $5 and they give you credits. And then it's like 2 credits for a picture or 1 credit like this one is. This one's $12 for the image. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to do that. So you can find images free all day long. You truly can. Let's see if this one's available. Okay, this one's cool. Free, free, free. So what I'm going to do once again is I'm going to just do my little Snagit thing. For a lot of you that don't know, I can crop it, make it a little bit smaller, kind of cool. And I'll just do that. And then I'll capture it. I'm going to save it in the same folder as Bear. So I'm just going to put it back into Bear. And I'm going to show you guys kind of what I'm doing here. I'm going to go to desktop. And there we are. And then I'm going to go over here and I can find Bear. I can open and I can save this. And I'm just going to put Mountain Lake. Mountain Lake. Okay, and it's a PNG. PNG, JPEG, JPG. The cool thing about a PNG, when you save your picture, remember this. There's a JPEG and a PNG. A PNG is a little better because a PNG is you can put it in a lot more images. It's like a transparent, and you'll learn more about that as we go forward. Okay, so I got the picture. I'm going to go back to show you guys what we got. And here we go, and I'm going to add the picture here. It's probably going to be real small. So once again, I go here, and I'm going to say upload, and it's going to take me right to the folder. Beautiful. I'm just going to snap it in, and it's going to say great. It's going to come right next to Mr. Bear. There it is. Then I'm going to upload it, and there it is. Then I'm going to go 600 on this one too, just to kind of keep the ratio. It's 274 by 169. All I got to do is hit 600 because I know that's what Mr. Bear is. And there we go. Now we got 2 pictures that are pretty much, the same width. They may not be the same height, but they are the same width. So it's kind of cool that way. I'm going to pull this down a little bit. Let me see if I can pull this down just a little bit more. I'm going to delete a lot of this content here. I'm going to keep just a little bit so I can have a little bit to drag down. Okay, let me just get out of this. There we go. I'm going to get rid of this one. Just delete it. And then go from there. Now, let me show you something here. I'm just going to delete this too. And I don't have any content. Darn, Kevin, what did I do? Okay, this is how easy it is within the system for all the new people. When you click within the system here, you got this. You hit this little button here, clone, which is really, really cool. So you clone it. It's behind the picture here. I can see it right now. So what I'm going to do is I have to drag this down here. And what I'm going to do is drag this like right there. And then I'm going to drag this up. And then I'm going to drag this back down. So now I've got it. So sometimes you got to play with it because if you get hidden behind a picture or something else, you can't find your image or whatever else. Now I do want to kind of show you something else. I'm seeing something here that you may not see because you guys are you're not live on the computer. But you can see right here, I see in black, it says footer. And I want to get rid of that. So watch, let's see if I can do that. It's not allowing me to do it because I'm too close to the image, but that's fine. So I can start writing about this. So I can say right here, the mountain lakes. Okay, the mountain lakes are beautiful and pristine. Okay. So, we can do, like I said, we can do so much more here and add to it. You can change the font color if you want from white to whatever. And you do that by going into the editor right here, the little WYSIWYG. The WYSIWYG, the white one, will do the text color, different things like that, where the yellow editor will enlarge things and do different things like that. So this is kind of cool. You can kind of see what I'm doing here. You can line it up. So right here, we just built a page really quickly. I should have another heading maybe right here. So what I'll do is I'll clone this. I'll hit clone. And let's see. Oh, I did it twice. What am I doing? So now I'm going to grab this. I'm going to pull it right to here. I'm going to pull the picture down just a little bit more. Oh wait, I pulled the picture up too much. Got to grab this first. So you're gonna kind of play around to move it, but it's so easy. In the past, you guys, I had to it was so much more difficult to build a page. You had to know how to program a little bit. And I was not a great programmer. I was really a hack, but I got through and I did it, but it was okay. I mean, I just kept going until I knew better on how to actually do it. So this is cool. Pull that down a little bit. Okay, so we got that. And that's where we're at right there. Now I can pull this over just a little bit more to line it up to the picture. And that's where you're at. So you guys can kind of see as we're going. And you may want to hit save every so often. You know, you just want to do that. So now I've got Alaska, living in Kodiak, chasing bears. You know, so I may want to change chasing bears to the first one because that's what the pictures were here. But you get the idea. You can do pretty much anything that you want. Make sure you line it up too, because what I did there is I didn't line it up 100%. And I have something else blocking me here, I think, on this. So what I'm going to do is pull this down. Okay, I'm having a problem with one of the headings here, but it will come back. So what I'll usually do is hit save, and that'll kind of bring it back sometimes. It'll help you out. If anything gets frozen up or locked up, don't worry about it. A lot of times you just have to hit save, walk out, and come back. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. Okay, somebody's asking, should the pictures be optimized for keywords before uploaded? Yes, you can, you know, if you want to optimize for any keywords, that's great. You can do that, but they're going to find your keywords within, and you can put anything that you want for tags and things like that. But it's always a good idea, and we should be getting more into that, is the optimization, which means if we're writing about bears and Kodiak, the more times you have Kodiak or bears within your content, the more you're going to get picked up in the search engines about your book. But don't do it too crazily where, you know, every other word is bear this, bear that, Kodiak this, Kodiak that. You have to be smart about it, but it does work. It does work. The more you put an onslaught online with what you're doing, the more you're going to get seen in Google and the more you're going to get seen with your website. One thing that I've just done recently is use Instagram. Instagram is free. You can go out there and put pictures. Then you can put your www.mywebsite.com. And it's cool because what I've seen is I've done a few sites lately, and we have, all you do is put a picture and then you can put the link on the picture. And it's amazing how much traffic we're getting to some of the sites that I'm helping with. Truly amazing. And, you know, I've always said that if you can get into Instagram, it's free. You can really get going on it. It's great. So there we go. I'm going to hit save. So let's just save this baby as we go forward. And let me see if we have other questions. Okay, how to change the black background. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, someone just asked, can we change the background color? Let's see what we can do. Okay, it's also the page background. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, background image. It says none here. So let's see what we can do with the background image. It says none. Recommended size is 794 by 1123. I'm just going to write this down just so I know. So a lot of times have a pen and paper next to you because I do write down the pixels on some of the stuff. It's always wise because if they tell you something, use it. Now background, okay, here it is, background color. The image, it's not an image, but it's a color. So let's just do this. You see it's a grayish black? Great question, by the way, Moses. Great question. No image because it's, because it's black. Exactly. But I can change the color. So let's try to go to what color do you want? Okay, there we go. I see what you said. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Okay. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, there we go. That's our yellow. You asked for it, so we're going to give it to you now. Let's just see what we got. That's great. Okay, yeah. I'm going to go back to yellow. Let's see what we can do. And later, you're going to get back to colors, and you're going to be able to know some of the colors. Like if you put FFFFF right here, on some of these, you're going to know the colors. The colors have a color scheme and their numbers and letters and things like that. We'll get into that later. You don't need to know that now. That gets a little complicated. Okay, so we're going to make it as yellow as I can get it. Okay, that is a yellow green. And I'm sorry, but I can't make it perfect. I'm just going to leave it like that. That looks kind of cool. So you kind of see, but what now happened was it blew out my text. So instantly I'm just going to highlight that. I'm going to go back to that and I'm going to go more black. Let's see what that will do. Okay, that looks good. Just to show you. Now I'm going to take this white out and I'm going to go black again. Let's just do it. Oh, okay, now this, look how small that is. I'm going to bold it. There we go. Now it can be seen much better. This blue just does not work. I'm still stuck here on that blue. I don't know what's going on with it, but we'll fix it. It'll always get fixed. So I'm going to go back. I highlighted it, and now I'm going to go black. And then I'm going to bold it. And there we go. So we've got that. And we changed the background, which was kind of cool. So you guys kind of got a lot of information, I hope, tonight, but there's so much more we can do. But it's really not that difficult. We did images, we did some content, we're doing the headings. The duplication is wonderful. If you guys want to duplicate a picture, you can do it too, just by clicking the button. And let's see if this picture cloned. There it is. It's right there. So you guys can actually clone another picture here if you want. Now this one's behind the scenes here. I'd have to pull this out. I'd have to do that. I'm just going to delete it. I don't need that bear there. So you kind of get the idea what's going on. I'm going to pull that down. I'm going to pull this back up. And there you go. The drop and drag is wonderful. It really makes things much, much quicker. I want you guys to know this is not just an ebook creator. It is something you can do presentations with. You can take it to schools. You can take it to businesses. You can do whatever. My forte is basically, I've taken these as manuals, user manuals for equipment and machinery, real boring stuff, but it's made me thousands because I saw a niche. I ran with it. I went to several businesses and I'm batting pretty good. I never really had anybody say no yet. But I did it to businesses that I knew that I had worked with in the past. And I think that's why it was so easy. But it's not difficult. This is so great. I always say there's a few things, and I'm going to label them what you guys need to do when you want to go in and you want to do a presentation or something for a system. And a lot of people that have been on the calls know what I've done in the past. I always say, go get them a free YouTube, get them a free Gmail. That takes you 15 minutes. And then they feel all warm and fuzzy. It's like, wow, you guys are doing a lot for me. And then I show you some other tricks of the trade, what I've done just to enhance the people to say yes. And it's pretty easy. You literally could make hundreds and hundreds of dollars a week, if not thousands, by doing this and getting going on different things. Think of a niche. Writing books is great. If you're a good writer, do it. But you want to think what's making money and making you money now. And I think content sells. It sells a heck of a lot. So if you're selling information, that to me sells more than anything. Yes, books are great. That's not who I am personally, but I know that's a lot of people out there. And I need to write a book myself. But right now it's information that I'm making money on. And that's not a bad idea for you guys. So do what you can. Now I'm going to save Mr. Bear here just to save this. But let's see what the next page is. Oh, this is kind of cool. If I wanted to say this page is black and all the different stuff and has nothing to do with what I want to do. I want to clone a page. It just cloned it directly below it. So, which is really cool. So now and it automatically will do the page number for you as we go forward and everything else. Now it's page 2 and this one's page 3, this was page 2 just before, but now it automatically puts the page number on for you. And here now, I would just change the picture of Mr. Bear. I'd find another picture about Alaska or whatever I was doing, somebody fishing in a stream or somebody climbing a mountain or somebody skiing, whatever. And then I would do the same here. I would change the content and go forward. And you can change it up. You could actually, a lot of times I'll put one picture here, content to the right, and then I'll put content to the left and the picture to the left and change it up. I may have a picture here and then content down here and then vice versa. I'll change it up to where it looks pretty good and kind of dynamic as you go forward with whatever you're building. There is so much to do. We really need to get ahead of the game with you guys. I look at Sqribble, like I said, I don't look at Sqribble just as an ebook creator. I look at it as a complete editing tool that does presentations. It does flip books. It does so much. If you have the right tools with this program, and the one simple tool I keep going back to is Snagit. If you have Snagit and you have this tool, it's endless. You can do so much. It truly is endless. Now I'm going to put that here. And this has nothing to do with make cashola online. I was writing about a bear here, but it just, we can show you how you can change the heading on the fly. You can do so much. And let me see something here. Okay, that is built into the page, of course, so you can change this up for whatever you need to do. Remember, fonts is real powerful. Pictures are powerful. So if you want to write something, but you don't want a lot of content, put some great pictures in it and just have some good paragraphs below each picture. You know, keep the people interested in what you're doing, have pictures and have great content going forward. Now, with all of this, I'm going to hit save. And I do want to get back real quick, so just hang on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to jump. Let me see. I'm going to go back. Let's just save and exit. So hang in there. How many of you have Snagit or a tool similar? Do many of you guys have that? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. A little video editor. Snagit's like 50, 60 bucks, a one-time fee. I had just this year I updated it, and I had my old Snagit for well over 10 years. And at that time, I probably paid 20 bucks. Now it's 50, but it's just a one-time fee. I couldn't be without it. It really does so much for me. It speeds my time up by half. It literally does. I love the tool. Okay, let me see what I've got here. Okay, now getting back real quick, you guys, I do want to show you something. I'm going to delete this. This was just for training. I don't think it looks good. This is the collaboration software that we are doing. So for the new people, if you want to be part of this and you want to write something with the book, we've got 20 plus people, I think, in it right now. These are all members like yourself, of course. You guys can see it. We give you the how-to, the digital blueprint on how to do it. Sqribble writing group. You know, the ground rules. We have to have some rules. Just write a page, write a couple pages. We help you, you know, guide you toward the characters and some of the things. We make sure that you have your own characters and you have your own people. So when you dig into this, it really is a good training course for you. So if you guys want to be part of it, make sure you go to the Sqribble book team at gmail.com. Hope I got that right. I'm just gonna let me send this to you guys so you guys know. So for the new people, please send in and say, hey, I'd like to be part of it. We have spots probably for 4 or 5 people left, and we're going to put 25 into that group. We only have 25 per group, so that's all we're going to do. So I'm going to try to send that to you all. If you guys all got that, there you go. Is it possible to upload my own docs from Google Docs? You know, try it. Try it, Vanita. I think it is. But I got to tell you this, HTML editors, this is an HTML editor, Sqribble, and Microsoft Word is an HTML, and so is Google Docs. So sometimes the HTML will match, sometimes it doesn't. It still will go in there, but it may be wanky, you know, maybe a little crazy here and there. And if it is, then you got to play with it. If you ever have major problems, my advice is put it into a WordPad or a Notepad, which doesn't give you the colors, and you have to go in there and redo the colors and some of the way the fonts look and all that stuff. But, you know, try it. Try your Google Docs. So if you want to copy something, content from like Google or Word, try it. That's, I would say, just bring it over, copy and paste it, you know, copy and paste into the Sqribble system. So you copy from your Word, then you go into Sqribble and paste it in and go from there. So great question. I think it is possible to do it, but sometimes it gets a little crazy. Let me see. Oh yeah, you can completely start what you're doing within Sqribble. You can completely, what you're doing is you're basically using the editor, and you're just going to start writing in there and start adjusting your fonts and everything in there, and then save it. And then you can copy and paste, take it out and put it into Word. It usually works, but I can't guarantee it because it's always so different with every HTML editor. And this is an HTML editor, and so is your Word and everything else. Okay, people are asking questions. Let me see. Okay, yes, we can keep changing. We can change the background on anything, and you can change to an image too. Yes. Someone was asking, can you change the background to an image? It's the same thing how I showed you how to upload an image. When you hit the little editor, you can jump in there and you can pull it out, and you can actually put in a big image on the whole page. And then you could put your other images, like the bear image I just did, would overlap it. So you wouldn't see the whole background image, you'd just see the bear images and the content. It looks cool. If you do it right, it can look really, really good. Well, Sqribble help create content? Yes, it can. It has some information in there on some of the packages and things like that, but it's always wise that you use your own content. It doesn't do enough to where you really can use the content well enough. I think you really should go in there and do it. So it's really important that you do bring your own content in. Sometimes I'll copy content from someone else and then I'll just paste it in and then I rewrite it. I completely rewrite it, but it gives me a path. So sometimes I'll take 2 or 3 paragraphs, lop it in there, and then by the time I'm done, you can't even recognize it came from anybody else. It's completely rewritten, but it gives me the pathway to write something. Okay, can the system? Yeah, there again, people are asking on the content point of it. I'm going to show you guys, there is some systems out there that completely write content for you. If you want to get those outside systems, they do cost you, but I got to tell you, if you're writing books and stuff, there's some systems that completely rewrite it. It's your content. You just put in a few keywords, like a sentence, and it will write your book for you. Truly amazing. I've used some of the software out there, and if you guys are interested, I'll make sure on some of the next classes I show you that. I've used them and they're wonderful. Yes, they are. So let me see. People are asking questions. Yes, Quillbot.com is free. And is Quillbot, let me ask this question. Someone just put Quillbot. Is that a content writer, basically? Someone's just asking? Yes. Okay, that's cool. So Quillbot is Q-U-I-L-L. I'd never heard of it, but thank you, Lynn. I appreciate that. That is very, very cool. Okay, let me see. I'm going to try to put that in there for you guys. If you guys want to try that, Quillbot.com. Let me make sure I had that right. Okay, that's kind of cool. I never knew that. If I have it wrong, just tell me, Lynn. Let me send this off. Okay, I think you guys got that. I hope you did. Remember, Sqribble Book Team, Sqribble book team at gmail.com if you want to be part of the collaboration software. And what we just got from Lynn was that Quillbot.com, Quillbot.com. That's real important. That can really help you guys out. Yes, it's very, very cool. Okay, we do have, I guess we have 6 spots left in the team for the collaboration. What you guys are seeing right here, you'll have your name on this. If you're brand new, you're going to have your own copy of the complete ghost story. We're writing a ghost story if you don't know this, and it's Adil, our leader, our fearless leader, is the champion within the book. He's the main character, and then we have a bunch of characters that we're writing about. It's getting really long, and it's becoming really something now. It truly is. It's really came to fruition. I'm amazed. I am amazed on how big the book is right now. So if you guys decide you want to come in, please let us know and we'll put you into the book. I think you guys will love it. So being part of the collaboration. I think it's real important that you guys do learn how to use the editor. It's the #1 item that you really need to do. Upload pictures, do content, move the pictures around, enlarge the pictures, make the picture smaller, wider, higher, and really get used to it. Because once you learn the editor, there's no stopping you. You guys will be able to go forward and do this, in your sleep, basically. But I really want to get into the fall because what's going on in the world, you need to have a backup. And I know for a fact, online will never stop. The biggest money of all is made right here, right in that chair that you're sitting in right now. This is where the cashola comes in. It's where the money is made. It's the golden seat. And it works. Literally, guys, and I can say this without any doubt, I've made millions upon millions of dollars with software through the years. Truly, amazing amounts of money. Everything's changed compared to what it was years ago, but you make the change yourself to make the changes going forward, and you'll still earn the money. For me, it's not I don't want to call it laziness. I just need to focus more on the online because I'm doing so many other things. I consult for many companies and I do this and I do that, but I really need to focus on what I love. And I do love being online. It's the funnest job of all. So with all that, you guys, I think we're going to call it a night. I appreciate. Oh, we have 110 pages in the book. My hat's off to you collaborators. Wow. Wow, wow. So you guys, Tracy, I gotta say, Lynn, you guys are doing great. Unbelievable. Therese, Kashake, my Norwegian friend, Nancy. Wow, Marlene, Era, you guys are on fire. Wow, really on fire. Yvonne, I know, Deborah, you guys are all part of this. Edine, Michael, Janet, Peggy. I'm just saying some of the first names. LaShonda, John, Bob, thank you. I can't say enough, but thank you. You guys are working your butts off on this book. I didn't know it was 100. I know we were getting close to around 90 last time I looked, but we're at 110. So you guys are doing some OT. So if you want to be part of the book, please do. You know, everybody here, no one's known, everybody's new here. So if you're a novice, don't worry about it. This is the way you become better. So be part of the team on the collaboration. It's really important, and it's really opening up to different things that we're going to be doing. If you're part of the collaboration, believe me, this fall as we do other things and do new things, we're creating something new here, and it's going to help all of us. So with all that, everybody, I'm going to call it an evening. I really appreciate you guys being patient with the software tonight. It was something I couldn't control. I tried and tried, but we came back with a big hurrah, I think, and I think we're okay. So I think the meeting came out okay tonight. But if you guys need anything, please have your questions ready next Tuesday. And if you guys need some help, what we'll do is we'll start, and I'll start on the questions. If you guys have something you're stuck on and you need some help in, I won't mention your name. I'll keep you quiet. But if you need something, no one else can see everybody's comments or anything, just me. So if you guys need some help on anything, like you're stuck and you need help on the editor or pictures or anything, just ask me. We'll blaze through it. We'll help you out. So everybody, thank you. Everybody have a great, great week. It's going to be, it's truly going to be an amazing fall. Believe me, we're going to have a good time with Sqribble going forward, and a lot more is going to come to you. You guys are going to learn so much more going forward than any other system on the planet because we have the best people. It's not just me. I learn from you guys, but I pull it out of you guys. I think that's one thing I do is I pull your magic, and then I try to show everybody else the magic that I get from you. So everybody, have a great evening, great week, and we will talk soon. Good night, and cheers to everybody. Take care.